Hey all! I've been pretty inactive lately, and as I said in the last video, things have been pretty hectic, and they're going to remain that way for about another month or so. At that point I'm going to be able to resume doing long-form videos, and when I do, the very first things I plan to put out are several more Banana Fish videos, along with some video on K7 stories, maybe more than one we'll see, and a review of the new Heaven's Feel movie, Lost Butterfly. In the meantime, however, I'm going to keep putting up these early thoughts videos to have at least something to post. So with that said, welcome one and all, I'm Corey Stone, and today we're taking a look at the beginning of Fairy Gone. Fairy Gone is an anime original series by production studio PA Works, and it looks like it's going to be pretty damn good. I'm not seeing, like, massive levels of originality here, but what I am seeing is solid potential. The story takes place in some sort of fantasy pseudo-steampunk world that's just finished some sort of massive war that involved using fairy soldiers. In this world, fairies are not the fluttery Tinkerbell-esque figures we know, but rather little creatures that can merge with a human body to create giant monstrosities. Our protagonist is Maria Knoll, a teenage girl who receives the fairy in episode 1. So in that case, this is sort of a fish out of water story, with her joining this rank of essentially a fairy military unit, and you can go with the generic from there. But in these sorts of stories, it isn't the basic premise that makes it interesting, but the details of world and character. And in that case, I think Fairy Gone's got a pretty good shot at being a really good story. From everything I'm getting off of the trailer and the first episode, this isn't going to be a clean-cut good versus evil battle, but rather a messy story of different sides and opposing factions in a post-war world that isn't even really post-war, trying to heal itself yet still torn by the same rivalries and tensions that started the war to begin with. Plus, hey, the Mafia is the thing in this story, and that usually makes for a good time. Beyond Maria, the other characters we've been introduced to so far are Free, the leader of a fairy military unit charged with hunting down all those who illegally possess fairies, who just invited Maria to join the unit at the end of the first episode, and Ver, an old friend of Maria's and an illegal fairy user, so one of the people Free and now Maria is hunting. Already there's a hell of a lot going on in this story. As I mentioned already, there's the military and the Mafia. Beyond that, there's Free, who seems to have his own baggage and story and everything, with the blonde guy we see for a minute in the beginning of the episode. And then there's Ver, who's vowed to take revenge on the man who burned down her and Maria's village, and then there's Maria, who joined the Mafia to hunt for her friend and is now part of this anti-fairy unit. Oh, and then there's this Black Fairy Tome thing, which Free and Maria were hired to guard, and which Ver was trying to steal, and there's the mysterious guy that Ver appears to be working for. Yet, despite the amount introduced in this first episode, it all felt very cohesive and together, something which I definitely have to commend PA Works for. On the production side of things, the animation is pretty good. The fairies, the weird battle fairy things, are a level of CG that is a little weird in the otherwise 2D series, and is a little jarring, but not much of a big deal. And the OP is pretty goddamn awesome. All in all, my gut feeling at this point is that this series is about a 4-star show, but we'll see. It could honestly go either way at this point. It may slip into the generic, but I certainly hope it doesn't, and it certainly has the potential not to. I'm definitely going to keep watching this one. Assuming I continue making these, which I probably will, let me know down in the comments if there are any other shows starting to air now that you think I should particularly be checking out. This is Corey Stone, and I thank you for watching. El Sai Congru.